Another day of lectures, school, homework, submissions, work, labs, deadlines. It seems to be never ending.
So when student stress gets the better of you, what do? Hide in bed?
Or at the end of the bottle.
And hope it goes away?
Do you go out with your friends? Do you procrastinate and cram it all in, try and get what you can done? Maybe you don't even let it faze you because you're always ahead of the game.
Student Stress, the game that we've created, is here to tell you what kind of student you are. Our game, Student Stress, is a fun and interactive RPG game that is aimed at students aged 16 to 26. We decided to create a game like this to allow our target audience to relate to the content within this RPG. We felt that by adding scenarios into our game that we have faced in real life whilst being students, we'll be able to create an accurate representation of student life.
When we were developing ideas for this game, we decided to make the playable character as gender neutral as possible to refrain from taking away the role-playing qualities within our game. We felt that by doing this, it would be more relatable for the player as they could play more as themselves than as a particular character.
We achieve this by ensuring that the players themselves are not aware of the gender of their character, and only showing features such as their hands and feet when necessary as they play the game.
One scenario example that is used within our game is when the player learns that they have an up-and-coming deadline and they have lost their memory stick which contains their coursework. Right after it has been made apparent that the player has lost their work, they get an alarm notification to let the user know their deadline time and then a text from a friend to invite them out. From here, it is up to the player to make a choice on what they would rather do in a situation like this. Tips from the game are used to make sure that the player is fully aware of what is going on within the game.
Many people know The Walking Dead as being a point-and-click style game with very basic graphics, all very similar to the generic comic book. Student Stress hopes to follow a very similar art style to The Walking Dead. This ensures that the main focus of the player is not placed on the graphics of the game, but rather on the world that they're immersed in.
The aim of our game is to allow students and their friends to determine what kind of student they really are. This ranges from anything like a procrastinator to a high-end achiever, maybe even a party animal, and everything in between. The type of student you are is determined based on the number of selections that you make throughout the narrative. So, us being students ourselves, we knew that a common problem was, for example, your friends are all going out to a party, but you have a deadline due. What do? Do you go to the party? Do you procrastinate and hope that you can get it done in time? So based on the number of selections you make and what category they fit into, the game will calculate what stereotypical type of characteristic it is that you as a student have.
So what category do you fit into? Well, Student Stress is here to tell you. Are you a procrastinator, and is your friend a party animal? Maybe you're even a high-end achiever. All of these scenarios, each taken from our own experience as students, and all very common in the real world of education, high school, college, uni, maybe even in the workplace. Student Stress is made by students, made for students.